Land code is a basic land law taking jurisdiction from Indian affairs and bringing it back home to the community. Community members have more of an opportunity to become engaged with council, to know what's happening on their land, to know what's happening with their resources, or any revenues that come from land transactions. One of the biggest hurdles I see communities making once they're operational under land code is having an understanding of what land code entails and who has to abide by it. Land code is the law of the land for any on-reserve land transactions, so that includes council projects, if there's health or social services, or creating a new building, they too have to abide by the laws under land code. So there's a learning curve for all programs to understand that jurisdiction is now with the community. It's under the governance of chief and council, and chief and council are accountable to the people to ensure that everything follows due process. With land code, we have an ability to do things faster and regulate it ourselves, enforce it ourselves, and we're present, we're on the land, and we're able to identify areas that need to be addressed. If that's environmental concerns, we're able to honor our land in a better way than what Indian Affairs has done in the past. We're able to hold people to that accountability, and if it comes down to the community or the council or administration aren't following the law and doing what they said that they were going to do, then the people can hold the council and administration accountable. There's sections in the land code and under the framework agreement that does make everybody accountable for their actions on the land. Under the framework agreement, every community has the opportunity to write their own environmental assessment law, and our only obligation is to meet or beat the Canadian Environmental Assessment Act. And what that means to us is we can set our own standards for what we want and what we find acceptable on our reserve, on our land, within our environment and habitats. And we're able to take care of things such as our traditional plants, our medicines, in a way that never was considered before. So this is a huge opportunity for us as First Nations people to say, this is where we're going to set the bar. This is our standard, and anybody that wants to do any work on our reserve lands, they have to comply with what we've put in place. I think it's important for members who have individual land holdings or certificates of possession to know that their certificates of possession issued under the Indian Act still stand under the land code. Nothing changes. They don't lose any rights. People just can't take those certificates of possession away from those members. So everything still remains the same.